Am I on mute? I don't know. Can you hear me now? Like I said, trying the microphone in a different position. Let me try changing the gain. Oh, am I good now? Okay. Yeah, it's a bit weird because normally, previously, I would use the Rock Band mic. It had no controls on it whatsoever, and I could just mute that and unmute it with the pad. No problem at all. That was great. With this mic, it has a USB connection to the console, has its own mute button, has its own gain button, and then if I want to hear sound, then I have to plug in a cable to my headset, my Pulse headset, and then I can hear both me and the game in my headset. But the mute button on my pad doesn't seem to work, or maybe it does. Maybe it just kind of messes up the sound a little bit. So yeah, I'll just have to make sure that the mute pad is switched off and just use the mute button on the microphone. Ooh, minus 23. Wow, that's cold. That's very cold, Jeremy. Is that centigrade or is that Fahrenheit? That's centigrade. That's freezing. That's a lot of snow as well. 25 centimeters of snow. Right, let's get back to where we were. So we know we've got new parts coming. We've got nothing for this race. Let's see where we stand in terms of performance going into this Grand Prix. We've got very good medium and high-speed cornering, which should suit us very well at this circuit. We've got decent acceleration, and we're lacking a little bit in top speed. Hopefully those new parts coming will help reduce some of the drag coefficient on the car, make it a little bit faster. Let's accelerate time. Okay, that's the new suspension and the new chassis, so we have a spare of each of those now going into a race where if we hit a wall, one of those two things at least is getting broken. And we arrive at practice. Our wind tunnel is now in poor condition, so we have already started the upgrade on that. We don't have to worry about that. That's good. We've got about 7 mil in the bank. It's not enough to do any upgrades on our facilities. Let's check the condition. Our team hub is wearing out. We're going to need to upgrade that again soon, or refurbish it. Same with our race sim. We're going to need to refurbish that soon. That's going to cost 4.5 mil, which is expensive, but worth it. Team hub a little bit cheaper at 3 mil, so we can't really spend any money. We need to keep it backed for those refurb projects. Let's just check in here. Helipad. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the helipad, didn't I? Okay, so we'll have that for the next Grand Prix, not this one, at its new improved level. Let's go into performance targets. We're going to get both cars into Q3, but the incentive is just for one. So let's go 2 cars in the... We are lacking a little bit in top speed, although we are very good in corners. I'm going to go a little conservative and go 2 in the top 8. Both are going to get into Q2. Fastest lap is definitely a possibility. Let's see, finish position. We're going to go 2 in the top 4. I just worry about our straight line speed, our top speed a little here. The streaks, 1 in the top 4 is the incentive streak. We just need to finish one more race to get that. It's only 370 grand, it's not much. Quali streak, 2 in the top 5. Ooh, okay, so that's what we went with. If that's the case, let's go a little bit more aggressive on this and stick with 2 in the top 5. There we go. We've done our race prep. Just going to double check that both cars have got the right parts. So both are on the suspension, sorry, the chassis, wings, side pods. Yep, that's all good. Underfloor. And suspension, all good. Okay, so we are ready to go into practice.
Formula One is back. Welcome to one of the fastest circuits on the calendar here at Jeddah. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is about to kick off and the atmosphere here is electric. The Jeddah street circuit has one of the fastest average speeds as well as the most corners of any track on the calendar. Good high-speed downforce is going to make life in the fast lane a little easier for drivers here this weekend. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Okay then, let's get to it.
Let's get to it indeed. Once again, Jeddah has perfect weather. A little cloudy, but it's a night race. We haven't got to worry about rain. So, yeah, pretty standard. We are going to take out George this race, I think. No, we'll take out Pierre. So we'll give Oliver a chance in the World Champion. Actually, no, because we did that last time and it screwed up the car number. I want to see if that is fixed going into this. So we'll put Ollie in for George. No point changing any car parts because it's only the second race. Setups, let's do those. We'll start with George's car. Let's have a look. Let's go with... Actually, let me have a look at Gasly's car as well. So they're pretty similar in terms of starting areas. Let's go... let's go with a 7 and 11. We'll go with a 9-1, a 3.5, and a 0. There we go, everything's in tolerance. We're going to go with 18 laps. Drop the pace. And for Pierre, we'll try something a little different. We're going to go with a 7.5 and a 10.5. We're going to go with 7.3, a 3.5, and a 0.05. Okay, once again, 18 laps. We're going to drop the pace. And into practice while we go.
Radio check. Radio check.
Copy.
That's what I like to see in the cutscene. The number 1 back on the car, but is it going to be on the car for the actual race as well? Yes, there is the number 1 on the car. That's good. We didn't have that last time. We had this weird number 35, and I have no idea who that belongs to. Right, what about Behrman? Is he actually racing with Russell's number, as he should be? Looks like it. While I'm waiting for a close-up shot, let's do the usual. There we go.
Watch those curbs.
Yeah, I think that is George's number on the car. It's so hard to see. We're just not getting a good shot here. Wouldn't normally spend this much time just looking at the car on the outlap, but after the weirdness of the last race with car numbering and the game constantly breaking on us whenever we use the touchpad, which I'm not going to do until the race, I just want to make sure that things are numerically correct. Yeah, I can see the number. There we go. So let's speed time up now. you checked out my series of Days Gone and want to know what my opinion of the game is, I loved that game. I thought it was great. I mean, I thought it was very unfairly scored by the critics. A lot of them gave it like 7 out of 10, and I think it was a solid 8 out of 10, that game. I really do. It certainly hurt the performance in the charts of that game and its sales figures, and to the point where Sony then pulled the plug on Bend doing a sequel, which I would have loved to have seen. And I think anyone who's really actually played the game would love to see a sequel. But it's just not going to happen, or at least not anytime soon. You know, maybe Sony will change their mind in the future, but I think that's now a dead IP, unfortunately. But yeah, I absolutely loved that game. I thought it was great. So much fun with it.
Very, very nice job.
Copy.
Right, we've got 82% and 90%. That's not too bad. Let's call in Oliver. We need to change the roll bar, so we'll go to an 8.2. Gonna need to change the front wing to a 8, I think. I think that might be it. What did you think of it, Farah? Alright, let's have a look at reconfiguring it. So the 11 is what's needed for the rear wing. The roll bar, it needs to change. We'll go to an 8.2 there as well. Front wing, we can leave there. Let's try that and see how that shakes out. You thought the plot was a bit dreadful, but you enjoyed everything else about it. I thought the plot was all right. I thought the big reveal with Deacon's girlfriend was a little obvious. But generally, I quite liked it. You know, I thought the characters were good. Deacon was a good tortured sort of main character. I did like. What's his name now? I can't remember. It began with B. His partner in crime. I can't remember his name now. But yeah, I thought he was a good character as well. Some of the support characters around the settlements, I thought they were quite good. Yeah, generally, I loved the game. I had a lot of fun with it, and even though I fell ill and stopped streaming the series, I did carry on playing it and got the platinum on it. Really, really enjoyed it. I am tempted to go back at some point and play it again, now that it's had a performance patch for PS5, so it now runs at 60 frames per second, and I'm really kind of curious to see how much better it runs, you know, with that much smoother frame rate. Alright, we've got 100% on Bearman's car, so let's call him in. He is done. Just got to wait on Gasly now.
How is the balance, please?
I'm really pleased.
Okay, copy that.
Okay, 93% is not bad. It needs a little bit of a tweak, but it's good progress. You're going to do the same as well. You know, I've been thinking about it for about a year, just haven't got round to it. Now I've got so many games I need to either go back and try again. I still haven't played God of War since it was patched for the PS5. So I'd love to try that again in 60 frames per second on New Game Plus. And I will do at some point. You know, I haven't got Ragnarok yet. I am going to get Ragnarok. And so when I do, I'll probably play the original God of War first. On the PS5 with that performance upgrade before I do. Alright, there we go. Session 1 is done. George's car is in a great place. Gasly's car is not too far off. Okay, what tweak do I need to make? Needs to be something reasonably significant. Let's try that. I don't think that's enough. Let me do that and do that. That's not enough. Okay. Alright, let's try that and hope that that doesn't break the oversteer and traction values. Witcher 3 for you first. Yeah, I never got that far into The Witcher. I just couldn't get my head around the combat. But, you know, but I do want to give that another go, and now that's been patched, that's the perfect opportunity for me to try it. It's on my list of games that I really keep meaning to go back to and never do. It's a big list. Right, let's see. We want to go 25 laps, I think. And hard tyres. Did I do the pace? Yes, I did. As for Russell, he needs to run long. So we're going to do him for 38 laps. And again on hard tyres. And into practice 2 we go.
The radio is good? You can hear me, yeah?
Radio check, okay. Radio check, okay.
Oh, I've not forgot to do the, there we go. Right, so Russell just needs to run to get his track knowledge up. Everything else is fine. Car knowledge and circuit and setup is sorted. We do need to get Gasly's setup a little bit higher. I'm going to have to Google. Evening, Mr. Water. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm just going to have to Google that character's name now because it's doing my head in. Was it Boozer? Let me finish typing in the Google.
I was off there. Copy.
VSC, VSC.
Oh, we've got a VSC.
Copy.
Not looking at the screen here. Let's have a look. Ignore.
Sounds like there's been contact.
Who crashed?
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Watch this. There's
Oh, a
Leclerc.
Ferrari, I think. Oh,
And there's the
a
hit.
complete loss of
And it's
control
crystal
for one of
clear
the
who was in the wrong there.
Astons there. Went straight into the side of Leclerc, I think it was.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Yeah, it was Boozer. I was right. Yeah, I remembered it just as I was typing it in. I knew it began with a B. Okay, so that's a penalty. Schumacher is out. I'm guessing it was Schumacher who got the penalty as well. Yes, it was. Alright, we're almost feedback ready with Gasly. 99. Ooh, so it's almost there. That's good. Just a little toe tweak will fix that.
Here's the replay. Now just take a look at the McLaren.
Oh, that's going to be a red flag.
The team are really disappointed.
Yeah, there we go, red flag. I just glanced up and saw the replay of the crash. So Norris is out. That's 20 minutes of running lost. That hurts Russell more than anything else. It does give me a chance to go ahead and have a quick reconfigure on... let's take some fuel out. How long have I got left in the session? It's probably only about 10 minutes, so let's go with 10 laps of fuel. And let's go ahead and make that toe tweak. So there we go. That should be it. We'll confirm. Actually, we'll take some fuel out as well. Again, just go 10 laps. We've got about 15 minutes of the session left. Okay, so I'll have to extend their stints. That's really disappointing because, or frustrating, because Russell was just getting into the swing of his track knowledge gain there. Luckily the tyre wear isn't horrendous at this circuit, so we can still do a full session run on mediums, and that should hopefully be enough to at least get him up to 85%.
Alright, buddy,
There
good
we
job
go,
once
just squeeze
again.
an extra lap out of them.
Off the short.
So there we go, 2 sessions done. 2 big crashes as well.
Welcome back as we continue.
Medium tyres now, and again we've got to go heavy on fuel. We're going to need a decent length run here as well, so we go 28 laps. That's probably a little more fuel than I need, but just to be on the safe side. And let's see, did we get enough partial feedback to tell me about the toe? No. Everything else seems to be okay though, so I think this should be the right setup.
Radio check, can you hear me?
Radio check, okay.
Alright, there we go, both drivers out. Just tell them to avoid curbs and drive in clean air. And off we go.
What was the balance, please?
Perfect, there we go, 100%. That's what we like to
Nice one,
see.
guys.
Copy that.
So now I just need to run Gasly until he gets 100 setup on, well, 100 track knowledge. Technically, I could bring him in at 85. That would be enough. Can we get Russell high enough? That is the question. So there we go, that is the full 15 out of 15 bonus for Pierre, but we're going to get him up to 100 anyway. I think there should be an extra little bonus if you can get 100 across all three categories. Okay, he's done enough to run in half the session. So now let's call him in. Getting a nice good accruement of knowledge here. Is it going to be enough to get him the 15 out of 15? No, it's going to be tight. It's going to be very close. Running out of time, running out of laps. 84 seems to be what we need, not 85. I think we're going to fall just short. Come on, can we get it? It's so close. Maybe on the in lap.
Fail 84, please. Fail 84.
Maybe on the in lap. He's got this. There we go. That's 84. That's the 15 out of 15. We just made it. Okay, excellent. Bottas on pole. Well, I say on pole. No, topping the leaderboard there. Back in the Mercedes. Ricardo a long way off him. a long way off him. So, maximum bonus for both our drivers. That is excellent news. No damage sustained at all for either driver. Both cars are running as best they possibly can. Let's head into quali.
Radio check. Radio check.
Copy.
Okay, Joe's on track. It's not going to get in the way. Porsche might. In fact, Porsche probably will. Doing us dirty for dropping him. Depends where we catch him. Yeah, a little niggle, but that'll be fine. That won't really hold us up too much. We'll still be through into the next session. Very close between the two drivers. Again, I think Gasly's going to have just that little bit more raw pace than Russell. But Russell is going to look after the car a bit better. Certainly going to be able to look after his tyres better. So let's see what the AI can do. For sure in third. Magnussen ahead of him by a couple of tenths. Sainz comes close. Leclerc getting held up a little. Loses at least half a second there. Verstappen, I don't know if he got held up or not, but he's a couple of tenths away. We're looking very good here. We're not going to run again. We'll save the tyres. So, Ricciardo in the danger zone. Way down the order there. He's going to improve, but is he going to improve by a lot? We saw he was quite slow compared to Bottas in practice. He's got clear track in front of him. Sainz takes provisional pole. Leclerc improves, is a couple of tenths slower. Verstappen is still where he was. I didn't actually see what happened to Ricciardo. Did he get through? No! Ricciardo did not get through. He had clear track. And he still couldn't get through. Wow. Okay, Ricciardo's been done dirty in this game. I think that's the second race in a row he failed to get out of Q1. Or if he did get into Q2 at Bahrain, he really only just made it. We're going to go with scrub tyres for this run. I think pole may be just beyond us, based on Sainz's pace.
The radio is good. You can hear me, yeah?
But we'll see. Let's send out Russell first
Radio
this
check.
time.
Okay. Radio check. Okay.
We're actually getting a gap between our two drivers as one of the Ferraris is going to split us on track. So everyone piling out on scrubs. Oh, Magnussen, you cock. That's going to hold up Russell. Gasly might have been held slightly. Leclerc definitely got held. Once again, we're not going to run again. We're just going to sit in the garage for this session. We've got plenty of safety net to the front runners. Well, to the back markers, really, I suppose. Let's see what the AI does for the final runs. Perez currently in the drop zone, but he's got clear track.
Good session, well done.
And he goes ahead of Gasly. Gasly dropping down a few places here. But he's comfortably through. So Albon eliminated. Vasseur is out. Zhou is out. Vettel is out. Norris is out. So our top 10 is Ocon, Alonso, Gasly, Bottas, Magnussen, Perez, Russell, Leclerc, Verstappen and Sainz. Sainz looking like the man to beat so far. Fastest in both sessions. So brand new tyres. And we're going to wait towards the end of the session. Always a risk. Love my technical term, what I'm calling Magnussen a cock. Very technical. Alright, here we go. AI starting to go out. Bottas going first. Ocon, Magnussen, Leclerc, Alonso, Verstappen, Sainz, Perez right behind him. We need to go out now before I forget. Let's send them both out at the same time. Russell will get a slight tow. Oh, they're a little bit too close. That's making me uncomfortable. But given our speed deficit, this is probably our best chance at securing pole position. It's better to give the boost to Russell, because Gasly has got that natural extra bit of pace. So it'll be easier for him to fight his way through. So Magnussen crosses the line 6th, Ocon is 7th, Leclerc is 3rd, Alonso stays 8th. That's going to change in a moment when we come across the line. This is where Russell really gets the benefit. Perez is ahead of Sainz. Did not see that coming. Mind you, he did slipstream sides all the way, so yeah, that kind of makes sense. It's what we're doing here with Russell. Gets that toe all the way up to the line. And it's not enough. Second and third. 5 thousandths of a second between our two drivers. 500ths away from pole. Okay, this is gonna be a close race. I'm thinking of going quite aggressive with strategy here.
Race day has arrived and the time has come.
So Russell is Mr. Smoothness when it comes to looking after tyres. I'm thinking he might be best going onto just a straight one stop. And doing that. But with Gasly, I'm thinking maybe going really aggressive. Trying to use those tyres. It does say it's 4 seconds slower. And that's 4 seconds slower than that. Okay, what about a soft, hard, soft? Yeah, that's not going to work either. Okay, let's just go... Let's go the opposite way. Let's go conservative instead. Let's go hards to mediums and try and use that pace at the end. And we'll do that for both drivers. Fuel-wise... yeah, I'm going to drop a lap of fuel out. There'll be plenty of opportunities to save that. And let's see if we've gambled correctly on the hards rather than mediums at the start.
Clear skies tonight with the drivers having now arrived at their grip
Okay,
positions.
Perez is on mediums.
There we have Pierre Gasly. They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds of the race. And here we can see Russell. Starting in third place, they're in a really good position for this race. And we're just moments away now. We're now moments away from this, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go.
Alright, good start from Russell. He's jumped Gasly. Gasly trying to fight back. Has to concede. Right, let's take a look at everyone else's tyres. The Ferraris have split their tyres, so Sainz on the hards, Leclerc on the mediums, Verstappen's on hards, Bottas, Ocon on mediums, Magnussen on hards. Hopefully Magnussen will act as a bit of a roadblock to the cars behind him. If only for a couple of laps. I would imagine the Ferraris will break away from Verstappen quite quickly if they can. We're going to be hanging on to the back of Perez, so we're going to be lapping at Perez's pace for a little while in terms of tyre pace. The Ferraris are going to hang on to the back of us, and Verstappen might struggle to stay on to the back of Leclerc. I am actually going to try and push the overtake. If we can get in front of Perez while he's on the faster tyres and then slow his pace down and neutralise his tyre advantage, that puts us in very, very good shape indeed.
overtake from Williams.
See if we can dive to the inside. Couldn't quite get the braking line. Perez going very defensive on us here. Every time we position, he seems to move and block. Have we got enough of a run here going into turn 1?
And DRS enabled.
Gasly's still not able to get through. Let's just start saving a bit of battery again.
Ciao, John.
Okay.
Verstappen is sticking with the Ferraris quite comfortably at the moment. I thought the field, or at least the top few cars, would have broken away a little bit in those first couple of laps. Russell showing great pace up front. He's actually still gradually pulling away from Perez. That might be because Perez is under pressure.
Charge off.
Yeah.
Alright, if we can get a clean run here, we can swoop past. It's not enough. It's not going to get it. We're going to be vulnerable to a Ferrari at the inside. Can we get the drive? No, Sainz gets ahead. We're going to have to cede the position.
So we keep focusing on the pace. Ciao, John.
Okay.
Let's continue to conserve a bit of battery here so that we can try and push past when we get a clear opportunity. Russell doing a very good job at the moment, staying comfortably clear but not too far ahead that if we do get Gasly past and up into second, he's within striking distance to get that DRS. Perez is actually slowing everyone else down by the look of it. His qualifying pace slightly exaggerated by the fact that he had that slipstream. Right, the Ferrari's vulnerable here. Perez is going to get back through. We are not going to be able to follow him through, but we are going to keep Leclerc behind us. Oh, we've had a spin. Oh, it's Perez. Just completely lost it there, right in front of us.
Looks like Perez off.
Let's see what happened there. We're just watching the Red Bull.
He just clipped that curve and it just sent him into a spin. I don't think he hit the wall, but it's certainly going to drop him to the back of the field.
And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
So that's Perez taken out of contention for this win. And there he is, all the way at the back. 3.5 seconds off the back of Stroll. We will keep checking in with him periodically through the race, see how well he's progressing back through the field. And he's actually 4.5 seconds off. Okay, as soon as we get across the line, I'm going to try and sprint. Oh, Ferrari sneaking around the inside of us.
Okay.
Ah, don't get boxed in, don't get boxed in.
Can't do anything.
We're boxed in. Can we at least follow through? No, we can't, because now we're boxed in again by the Red Bull. Oh, disaster for Gasly. I can at least stay ahead of Verstappen. And Perez is in the pit, so he must have picked up some damage. Guessing he did clip his front wing there. And he's gone onto hard tyres, so he's going to have to pit again. We might see him go back onto mediums for his next pit stop. He might go to softs. I get the feeling he'll probably go soft. As we ride on board with Leclerc looking back at all the cars swarming around him. Sainz has got him up the inside, but he's going to give up DRS, I think, to Leclerc there. Yep, he does. Can we follow through? No, Sainz again blocks us. This is going to be tricky, and Leclerc has closed the gap to Russell. Let's try and force our way through if we can. Leclerc's on mediums, isn't he? Yes, he is. So with Leclerc leading this this charge now, they are going to catch Russell. So I need to get Gasly up there as quickly as possible. Provide some support. We use the tyres as well now.
Push hard, push hard.
Copy.
Oh no! Ah, we've hit the wall. Oh, we got smashed by another car. We got smashed by an Alpine there.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now we see the Williams here.
Bang! There's the impact from the Alpine. Oh, that's a heavy hit.
Very wrong there.
That's a very heavy hit.
And that was a bitter blow for the team. And it may have really hurt their overall chances.
Is Gasly out?
It's a collision.
No,
Let's take
I
a
don't know.
closer look.
Ah,
Now we see the Williams.
he might be out. No, he's still going, but he's got a penalty. He's got a puncture. He's got chassis damage, suspension damage, and a shattered front wing. We're going to have to pit him. So the hard tyres are gone. Let's just pause for a
2
second.
cars out.
Copy.
I don't think I can go soft. No, I can barely go medium. So that's going to be our strategy for the rest of the race. I'm surprised we didn't get a safety car. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get a safety car, actually. So there we go. Let's start saving. At least we can charge up Russell without... Oh no, wait, this isn't a safety car, is it? May as well save fuel on the way to the pits. How are we still ahead of... Oh, Perez pitted, didn't he? Oh, we got a VSC.
Copy.
Okay, so we got something. So I can
We'd like you to slow down, please.
do some saving.
Yep, fine.
Well, that's Gasly's race absolutely ruined.
Copy.
Even with the safety car to get us right back into the field, we've got both chassis and suspension damage, and that's going to add up to quite a significant cornering speed advantage taken away from us there. Ocon in the pits. Which tyre's got the puncture? Front right. He's not pitting. Why is he not pitting? I forgot to pit him. Oh, god damn it. Don't tell me I've missed the pit box. I think I've missed the pit box. I have. Why didn't I pit?
Box.
Oh god damn. Well, that's it. That's race ruined. I might just retire him. He's got to go a whole another lap with a puncture. Look how slow he is. Even under VSC. Oh, I messed up there. I messed up so bad. He's going to get lapped before he even makes it round to the pit lane. We're still under VSC. It's not... Oh, no, that's going to end now. I was about to say it's not as bad as it could be, but now it is.
VSC ending.
Crap.
Okay,
We've got a huge gap opened up in the midfield now, as a result.
Push.
Or between the front runners in the midfield.
Let's go recharge off.
Yep.
I don't even think points are going to be an option now. Not unless we get a safety car or a red flag. It's the only way I could potentially rescue some points for Pierre. Do I just retire the car? How bad is the engine? Etc. So engine took a big whack, ERS took a big whack, about 10% on each, and so did the gearbox. They all took about 10% damage. Oh, now I'm in the way of Russell. Oh, and they're all over the back of me. Oh, damn near come to a complete standstill.
Yeah, in the box.
Okay, copy that.
Oh man, the whole field's gonna lap me. I can't retire him until he comes out the box. So 5-second penalty. Change of front wing. Oh, the only one who hasn't lapped me is Perez. But everybody else has lapped me. That's terrible. Well, let's see what kind of pace he can do.
We have margin to push a bit more.
Yeah.
Evening, Anthony.
Charge off.
Copy.
If he can't pull out some significant pace here, then I will just retire him. If he's got significant pace, then at least with a safety car we can get ourselves unlapped and back onto the fight for points. But without that, you know, its race is done. So right, let's keep an eye on Russell. Has a slight lead. Sights back in front of Leclerc, that helps us. What did you miss with Gasly? He spun, and then he came to rest kind of on the exit of a corner and got torpedoed by Ocon, who smashed the hell out of his car. And then I had a puncture, as well as a broken front wing and suspension and chassis damage, and then I forgot to box him. So I had to do a whole nother lap with a puncture, crawling around. Which is why he's been lapped by everybody except Sergio Perez, who's had his own drama. Okay, Gasly is closed 5 seconds on Perez. Have I still got any damage? Yeah, suspension and chassis damage. Okay, Van Dorn and Albon are in the pits. That's 2 less cars for me to unlap myself from. Not Van Dorn, for sure. Or at least they're going to drop themselves right in front of me. So, what did I do across the line? A 134.6. That's faster than everybody up to and including Magnussen. It's faster than Verstappen. Okay, a safety car would definitely get me back into contention with Gasly then. You reckon I could get minor points? Only with the safety car. I am a lap down to the entire field. So I've got to get myself... You can see I'm a lap and a half down to Russell. So I've got to get past Russell just to get back onto the lead lap. And then I've got to get back past however many cars to get into the points as well. And Russell is lapping the same pace as Gasly. So, yeah, without a safety car, Gasly is not getting into the points, I don't think. But if we get a safety car, I can unlap myself and at least be in with a chance of getting points. I'm going to leave him out to the end of his first stint here on mediums. See what kind of progress we can make. And if we haven't had a safety car by then, and if I'm too far back, I will just retire him. But we'll give him a go. We'll give him a chance. Luckily, we can actually unlap ourselves, which is something we couldn't do until we got that safety car patch. So we're going to see quite a bit of unlapping going on here. And Leclerc has got past Russell.
Okay, buddy, no worries.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
On you can use the deploy.
Okay.
That was a very good lap. Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Yeah, copy.
Need to try and force the overtake as quickly as I can here.
Okay, nice work. Good job.
Russell gets back ahead. Oh, being stuck behind these two does not help us in the slightest here. Alright, that's one of them. We're boxed in, we can't do anything. We're stuck. Let's see if we can get him into the long sweeping hairpin here. I want to have a dive down the inside. Nope.
Charge on. Charge on.
Yeah.
Alright, we should get DRS. Got pushed out, and now we're going to get blue flagged again. Meanwhile, Russell's still fighting away at the front. We've got a tyre advantage because we've got hards on over mediums for Leclerc. Bottas behind us is on mediums as well. Then Sainz. We've got the best tyres on the grid of the guys who haven't stopped yet. Russell is so good at looking after his tyres.
Nicely done.
I need to clear both of these guys in the same lap if I'm going to have any chance of actually pulling away from them.
And a new position, just gained by Williams. We can take a look now. Now we see the Williams here. And there they go, moving up a position in the pack. Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Just give it everything here. Oh, we just dropped to P3. That's not so good.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes. Let's have a look. Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Yeah, just a victim to DRS. Nothing we could do there.
And keep an eye on your battery.
Okay.
Oh, this is frustrating. Alright, we just can't get through because they're fighting each other. Every time we make a little bit of progress, we have to back off because of blue flags. We're not getting clear. So I'm just going to go ahead and retire him. Save what's left of the car. Or focus entirely on Russell for the rest of the race. Spent far too many laps stuck behind those two, and if we couldn't get past those two, we've got no chance of getting past that big train behind Joe. Absolutely no chance at all.
Awesome. Keep it up.
Alright, Leclerc and Bottas both into the pits. We have a nice little cushion now over Sainz.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
So we were theorising the other night, I think it was yesterday actually, whether or not we would be able to get past under blue flags and then stay, get past, unlapping ourselves and then stay away from blue flags. It might have been Haas, I'm not sure, but I know we were talking about it, and we just had that visual that you maybe get a lap, and if you haven't been able to pull away, you get blue flagged again. And that's what was happening there with Gasly. He couldn't get free. Even though he had the extra pace, he couldn't get free because of that battle that was going on, and it meant we were just constantly having to back off again and let them back through. It's disappointing, but at least now we know that blue flags will come back into effect if we can't get far enough away. That's what I expected the case to be, but we've now got proof of that. So, let's see. Leclerc has come out in that big queue of traffic. Oh, that's excellent. He's going to be held up. So is Bottas. Ricciardo dives into the pits. And some of these guys are pitting as well. Okay, that big queue of traffic has just suddenly gone away. There are still a couple of cars in the way though. Magnussen, crucially, is on hard tyres. Schumacher's probably only going to go another lap or two before he pits. Pourchaire's going to be probably pitting at the end of this lap. Tsunoda will stay out a little bit longer, as will, as I say, Magnussen. And then we've got Verstappen a little bit further up the road. But this is going to hold up Leclerc, and it is going to hold up Bottas, which is good. That's what we need. Every lap these guys get stuck behind these slower cars plays to Russell's advantage, and to Sainz as well for that matter. Bottas is past Schumacher but still behind Magnussen. Leclerc now swooped past both Tsunoda and Pourchaire has pitted, as expected. We're still holding the gap to Sainz at about 1.5 seconds. And Perez is almost back in play after his earlier mishap, but he still has to stop again, I think. I don't think his tyres will last the whole race. I think Bottas is now finally through. Depends who got the DRS. Oh, it was Magnussen. So Bottas will have DRS on the main straight, but will he be able to get past? No, he won't. Excellent news. Sainz slowly closing that gap down. I think Sainz might be pushing a little bit. It's a bit early for a pit stop for the hard tyres. I'm looking around about lap 28, 29, 30, 31. In that kind of window. Schumacher's pitted now. So he'll be on hards to the end. And now Leclerc joining this battle with Bottas and Magnussen. Magnussen will get DRS back on Bottas here, as will the Ferrari as well. And Leclerc's going through. Can Bottas hold off Magnussen as well? Oh, that's a switch and a half at the end there. Gives up the inside line. Has he got better traction though? Yes, he has. He's got a whole position. So, Magnussen's done a good job of holding cars up briefly, but that is as far as it goes. We are still 8 laps away from our scheduled pit stop. We are going to come out behind Bottas and Leclerc, but we will have faster tyres and fresher tyres, and we should be able to hunt them back down again. Verstappen's out of the picture. Oh, actually, no. I'm looking at the interval gap, aren't I? There's the leader gap. Okay, we might actually get out ahead of Leclerc if we were to pit now. It wouldn't do us any good, because we wouldn't be able to make the medium tyres last long enough, but, you know, we could get in front of them, I think, just about. Sainz is slowly eking onto the back of Russell again. It's going to make that gap a little bit more comfortable. I don't want Sainz to get DRS on us. I have got some tyres to spare as well.
Let's push, come on. Copy.
Okay, there we go. New fastest lap. And we got the gap to 2 seconds.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please. Copy.
So let's have a look for some battles further down the field. Bottas is back in front of Leclerc. These two having a right old ding-dong. What else have we got down here? Van Dorn is holding up a nice little train of cars here. Not Van Dorn, I keep calling him that. It's Verschoor. He's got Albon just sneaking in front of him. Norris behind him. Ricciardo in 14th is having a horrible start to his Mercedes career. Was not impressive in Bahrain. He's been even worse here. But, another strong showing from Verschoor here, the rookie in his first season of Formula 1. A last-minute replacement for Nicholas Latifi, who was originally supposed to be in that seat at the start of the season, and then mysteriously disappeared off the roster completely. Went back into free agency. Very strange that he was signed and then dropped instantly. That's the half-distance point of the race. Russell leads from Sainz, then Verstappen, Bottas, Leclerc, Magnussen, Stroll, Tsunoda, Ocon, Vettel, Vasseur, Albon, Ricciardo, Norris, who's just actually got past Ricciardo, then Zhou, Schumacher, Alonso, Pourchaire, and Perez, with just one retirement so far, and that is Gasly. We do have a yellow flag somewhere.
Yellow flag, single yellow.
Alonso spun.
Here's the replay. Now watch this. Here's Alonso's car.
Under pressure from his teammate.
They lose it there. That's the spin.
Teo Pourchaire sneaking through, as does Sergio Perez.
The team are devastated. They'll be questioning.
Back to the front. We've got the gap up to 2.6 seconds now. So we have eked out a little bit more time again. That's good. I'm going to start to do a little fuel saving while we have this little bit of a lead.
Yeah, copy.
Just a little bit of fuel saving, nothing too drastic. But I don't want to have to, call off a push on the mediums later as we hunt down the leaders after our pit stop, only to have to then slow down again because we haven't got enough fuel. We do have a little bit of margin to play about with. We're just over 20 seconds ahead of Bottas right now. It's not quite enough for the pit stop, but it's not too far away. I don't mind coming out just behind them. We'll have the tyre advantage and be able to push and get past them again. Pit window is about to open. Scheduled lap for stopping is lap 30. I might go to lap 31. We'll see how the tyres are looking. And Bottas now takes fastest lap. I'm not worried about that. We will have much better tyres to take the fastest lap back later. I do need to put more battery back in the car at some point as well. We'll probably do that as we're closing up on the front runners. Just tucking behind them for a couple of laps. Get charged up and then push past them. And that's enough fuel saving, I think.
No lift and coast required from our side at the moment. Copy.
Keep that gap at around 2 seconds. And we'll head back to this battle between Bottas and Leclerc. This is the biggest battle on track so far. This is a fight for net P1. Because the cars in front, Sainz, Verstappen and us, yet to stop. I wonder if the reason why Mercedes didn't re-sign Hamilton when they signed Bottas was budgetary. Because Bottas is 18 million a season, give or take, and Hamilton's 24 mil, give or take, a season. Ricardo is, what, 11 mil a season? 10 mil a season? Maybe it's a budgetary thing. Maybe that's why they didn't have Hamilton and Bottas. Just too much of an expensive driver lineup. I'd be surprised if that was the case. Well, you never know. I'm also curious as to what length of contract Ricciardo has signed with Mercedes. If he's only signed a one-year deal, could you imagine Hamilton then replacing Ricciardo at the end of the season and going back and partnering up with Bottas again? That would be that'd be pretty cool to see, actually. I think it would certainly make Mercedes incredibly strong, because Bottas is a monster in this game. He's also a very expensive monster. Right, we're getting close to the pit window, or the pit stop. We've still got a little bit of tyres to spare, but we'll go ahead and stop on lap 30 as planned. Let's use up the last of these tyres.
Let's pick our pace up, let's go. Yeah, Roger. Let's box now, please, box now. Yes, box.
We're definitely coming out behind these two, but we will be ahead of Magnussen. Gap is currently about 16, 17 seconds. It's not enough. Yeah, there we go, look. 17 seconds to Leclerc.
Recharge on. Copy.
And into the pits we come. So Sainz goes through into the lead, but the mechanics are out, so Sainz is pitting at the end of this lap. So he won't be able to undercut us. He hasn't got enough pace to overcut us. So he will come out behind us. How far behind are we? Oh, only 2 seconds, less than 2 seconds. That's beautiful.
Recharge off. Copy. Let's go recharge on, please, recharge on. Copy.
So we're going to sit behind for a couple of laps to get the battery back up to full charge here. Here comes Sainz into the pits. What about Verstappen? Is he going to pit this lap as well? Yes, he is. The Red Bull mechanics are out. It's a good stop for Sainz. Good stop for Verstappen as well. We've opened up a nice big margin there. 5 seconds now.
Can we do lift and coast?
Copy.
Just going to protect the tyres and save a little bit of fuel while we're charging the battery and tucked up behind. There is Sainz. He is closing because we are holding back on pace and being held by slower cars as well. But that's okay. Not worried about that. Not yet. Magnussen into the pits now. And Tsunoda and Stroll. Huge wave of traffic going through. Tsunoda onto mediums.
Tsunoda leaving the pit lane now.
And there's Stroll. And Magnussen also on mediums as well. I do still think Perez has to stop again. His tyres are only at 46%. He's probably going to go onto softs. But mediums is not beyond the realm of possibility. We keep an eye here on Russell. We're still in range. Oh no, we're not.
Okay, push. Let's go.
Oh yes, we are just in range. Oh, we've had a crash. Is this a safety car? Or just the yellow flag? It's just yellow.
Couple of cars off there.
Yeah.
Now it's a safety car. It's a full safety car. Ooh.
Sounds like a few cars have crashed. Let's take a look at the replay. Okay. So
Okay,
there
if
we have
Gasly was
the
still in the
outcome.
race, this would help him, but obviously we took him out of the race. Oh yeah, that's a big smash. Is that Ocon again? Oh man. Look at that carnage. I'm surprised they didn't red flag that. Okay, so here's a
No
thought.
more DRS.
Do I go soft tyres? It was Ocon again, look. Or is he... No, it was Vettel. It was Vettel this time. Yeah, Ocon's going for softs. Van Dorn's going to take advantage. He's going to go for softs. Perez is now in. He's going for softs. I'm thinking about repitting Russell
Has got a
and going for
penalty that
softs.
collision.
Copy.
Vettel will get a penalty in the next race. 3-place penalty on the grid. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to box for softs. I've got 2 brand new sets.
Let's box now, please. Box now.
I will come out behind Sainz, but ahead of Verstappen. And I will now have a significant tyre advantage over Leclerc and Bottas. And a 1-step advantage over Sainz. It will actually be quite close to Verstappen. I might lose position to him, but I'm hopeful I'll be okay. So there goes Sainz. We're right down the far end of the pit lane here. Soft tyres going on. There is Verstappen. Can we beat him out? No, he's just going to get ahead of us. But that's okay. We're going on to a much better set of tyres now. Or a much faster set of tyres. And Russell is the king of looking after his tyres.
No lift and coast required.
No point saving that extra fuel now. Safety car seems extra slow right now. So it looks like another lap behind the car. Still waiting for Zhou and Albon to catch back up. Nobody's been lapped, so there's nobody to unlap themselves. Can you see the tyre situation? Yes, you can. There we go. So it's going to be tight against Verstappen and Sainz at the end of this race. But we've got that extra grip to get back past them and to try and sprint away from them as quickly as we can. We're going to have a significant tyre advantage over Leclerc and Bottas. And a significant advantage over everybody behind us, back to Magnussen. And as I say, Russell has got an amazing ability to look after his tyres. He's got a very high smoothness ratings in the 90s. So I think it's 93 on his smoothness. So he will protect those tyres better than Gasly would be able to in the same situation. In fact, I think he's got better tyre wear than everybody, smoothness rating than everybody in front of him. It's going to be a dramatic finish. I think if we've got to get past Verstappen and Sainz very, very quickly, and then we can pick off Bottas and Leclerc quite easily. If we can't get past Verstappen and Sainz quickly, then we're potentially going to have an issue towards the end of the race. But if we can get past them quickly and get straight onto the front two, that puts us in a very strong position, because we should be able to sail past them and then blitz away from them, and we want to be able to do that while they're still holding up Sainz and Verstappen, because our tyres will drop off quicker than Sainz and Verstappen, so they will start coming back at me in the dying laps, and I need to have a good enough cushion to hold them off. Got full battery, I've got plenty of spare fuel, more than I need actually, a lot more than I need. Safety car not coming in yet. Are we doing another lap? We are. We're doing another lap behind the car. So looking at those tyre numbers there, nobody else should be pitting now. Everyone else should be going to the end. Those hards have definitely got enough life in them to get to the checkered flag. The mediums certainly have. And even the guys on older softs, Perez and Ocon, will still make it to the end, especially given these couple of laps behind the safety car. They might not be fast at the end, but they'll make it.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap.
And that's the message we've been waiting for.
We need recharge off. Come on.
Copy.
I'm going to take a gamble here with our driving clear air instruction. And we weren't as close as we could have been at the restart there as a result of that, so I played that card too soon.
Watch those curbs.
Copy.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I thought we had him then. He just backed out of it. just utter chaos in front of us here. We're not able to do anything. Trying to find a way through when there isn't one. Right, here we might have a run on science. Up the inside. Okay, we've got science. Okay, now we need to get Verstappen.
Well done, nice job. Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Okay.
Running out of battery here. I'm also wearing out my tyres faster than I would like.
You've got energy to push.
Yep, fine.
Alright, that's the move on Verstappen, I hope. It is. Can we find a way past Bottas as well? Hopefully Bottas will try and block Verstappen, not us.
Nice job.
And that is us out of battery.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Yeah, copy, all good.
DRS enabled, DRS enabled. Lift and coast required.
Copy.
Okay, recharge on.
Yeah, copy.
And 11 laps to go. Oh, Verstappen trying to have a look at the inside there. As long as we don't get boxed in, we'll be able to hold him off. We're getting boxed in.
Okay, so let's keep going.
See if we can get him back under acceleration here.
Recharge off.
Yes, we can.
Copy.
Doing very well. Come on, keep it up. Recharge on.
Copy.
No lift and coast required from our side at the moment.
Copy.
That's Verstappen again.
DRS disabled, DRS disabled.
Alright,
Okay.
Bottas is getting through. We're going to try and follow him through. So is Verstappen. Oh, this is tight. And we actually lose out. Ah, man. Right, here's a chance. Up the inside. No, not going to get through there either.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
I'm starting to worry. It's just so tight. There's no room for error. One lockup in the wrong place could take all 5 of these cars out. The mediums are now slightly better wear rate than I am. Still got more grip than them though. Alright, here's a chance. Ah, why did you peel to the outside? Again, you're just leaving the door open for Verstappen and boxing us in against the barrier. And we've now lost the place.
I need clean air. I cannot do anything.
And we're stuck behind the one car that does not have DRS. And now we've lost out to Sainz. Oh, this is so frustrating.
Yeah, copy. There's only so much I can do.
Keep your head in the game. Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
Copy.
Gotta protect the tyres for a lap. It's just so chaotic in front of us at the moment that we just can't get through. There's too many battles going on. I can't recharge the battery and hold position, and I can't get through without battery.
Recharge off.
Yeah, roger.
No lift and coast required.
Let's see if maybe we can make a move this time from the inside line. No, we've gone back to the outside again. Going nowhere.
Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
Can we do lift and coast?
7 laps to go. Time is running out. Starting to think I should probably have stayed on the mediums. Oh, Ocon has pitted. That's a surprise. I haven't even had a chance to try and get the fastest lap. I just can't go anywhere. I've got so much pace potential and I can't use any of it. Verstappen is trying to break away on those mediums. Sainz is up to 3rd. He's trying to get past Bottas. I think he's about to. That should hopefully make things a little easier for us to get through Leclerc and Bottas. I think I should have stayed on the mediums. I think I could have actually got into the lead by now if I was on the mediums. Okay, Bottas is now dropping out of DRS, so now we have a vulnerability braking. Something for us to try and exploit. Alright, we're up the inside this time. Come on, make the move on Bottas. Don't get stuck behind him. He's got stuck behind him. Oh, come on, come on.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
To recharge on, please.
Copy.
I've got to get past him on this lap and then just sprint as much as I can to get back onto sights. And Verstappen.
Okay, 5 laps remaining.
Oh, excellent. I think I just got the DRS there. I did.
So we will go recharge off.
Alright, here we go. This is my chance to break away from those two.
Awesome, keep it up.
Back on the podium. 4 laps to chase down the leaders.
Push, push.
Copy.
And a chance to set the fastest lap as well.
4 laps remaining, come on.
I just don't want to drag those two with me.
Let's push, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to happen. I've already broken that 1 second.
See if we can focus on recharge, please.
Copy.
And there we go. There's the fastest lap.
Three laps to go.
Need something special from George here. Trying to give him as much tyre as possible for when he's in a position to attack.
Let's pick our pace up, let's go.
Yep, fine.
2 laps to go.
Oh, we've had a spin. It's a VSC. Oh, okay. At least I can get my battery charged up, but how long's this VSC staying out for? We can't overtake.
DRS did.
Let's take a closer look. Now watch this. Here's Alonso's car. Dear me, they won't have been expecting that.
Alonso having a terrible afternoon.
Lift and coast required.
Yeah, copy.
Just protect engine temps a little bit. Need that VSC to come in. At least I'm going to have a full battery, or close to, for the final lap, but how much of it am I going to get a chance to use? Come on, bring in the VSC.
Last lap, let's make it count.
I'd love to. I'd love to make it count, but I can't right now. Come on, bring in the safety car. Let's get back to racing. Please. Come on. Oh, I'm going to have one chance.
And VSC ending, VSC ending. And DRS enabled.
This is going to be my only chance.
Keep closing up, great job.
Copy.
Nope. Took too long on the VSC. We had the pace to get past them, but we got stuck for too long in that battle, and then once we did manage to get through and chase after these two, that VSC killed us.
Normal in-lap procedures, please.
At least we managed to steal the fastest lap when we were chasing them down.
George Russell had a decent race here. This isn't a bad result at all. A spot on the podium is exactly what the team deserved, and they got it. And right now it's the British driver who proudly takes his place on the podium. You've got to say it was a solid drive from all three of them up there. A fantastic showcase for Formula One. This was a mixed performance from Williams today. Some excellent decisions and then some strategies that will need a bit of work.
They are a solid team and will be looking to solve their issues. Hopefully, we'll start seeing stronger results from them soon.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
So, a mixed bag. Disappointing overall. Lots of drivers gaining positions. And then a few losing quite badly. Vettel dropping 7 with his retirement. Pierre Gasly 18 places down with his retirement. Perez, disappointing race for him, dropped 14 places. He started on pole position and ended at 15th. That's bad. Schumacher, a great result for him. He actually got into the points. And where was the other Aston Martin? Zhou, all the way down in 17th. But yeah, points for Schumacher. Again, that's 2 races in a row now. So, yeah. We got the fastest lap, 3rd place. That's 16 points. We did manage to hang on to first in the Constructors. Let's take a look at the Drivers' Championship. Max takes the lead from Russell by 6 points with that win. Russell's 3rd place there, keeping him close and ahead of Carlos Sainz, whose 2nd place closed the gap a little bit. Gasly dropping down to 4th with no points. Rough start to the season for him. Good result for Bottas again, but disappointment for Ricciardo, who actually did manage to score some points in the end, but he started so far down the grid that, you know, maybe he could have actually done better if he'd started, you know, at least mid pack as opposed to 16th. Into the Constructors, our lead over Ferrari shrinks by 8 points, which isn't so good. They move clear of Red Bull by 2 points now. Mercedes, another solid scoring for them, puts them comfortably in 4th place, ahead of Alpine, who didn't actually pick up any points this time. Big crash for Verstappen. Ocon having issues of his own. He was the one who torpedoed us. So both Alpines in the wars this weekend. Haas with some points, 8 points gained for them, puts them up into 6th place. Another 2 points for Aston Martin, courtesy of Mick Schumacher. McLaren also scoring some points, but Haas jumping both of those teams in the standings there. We get a development point for Russell. Gasly gets nothing. An impressive race for Russell, a disappointing race for Gasly, that says it all. And then we did get some good points for Oliver Behrman as well. In terms of performance incentives, we met all of the incentives. We did fail in the finish position guarantee, but more importantly, we kept the streaks alive. Just not quite sure how we managed to keep the finish position streak alive, but we kept it alive. So that is... Oh, we completed it. It was 1 car in the top 4. That's how we kept it alive. So that one's done. We get to reset that now, next time out. We'll come out with 5.5 mil, which is very, very nice. Let's spend that point for Russell. We're going to improve his braking. Behrman doesn't have a point yet. Let's check our staff. We do have a new point for Tondi. Let's improve our DRS delta. And that is pretty much all we can do at this stage. So we're going to end the stream here, and then we'll have that run up into Albert Park next Friday before the race. So thanks for watching. I will be back on Monday with Haas. I probably might, well, I might possibly do an impromptu stream on Christmas Day. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I hope you all have a good Christmas. I will see you on Monday, on Boxing Day, with Haas, usual time, 10 PM in the evening. So until then, thanks for watching. Have a good Christmas, and I will see you all again very soon.